Hello, today is Wednesday. It is April the 3rd. The reading for today is Psalm 124. This collection of Psalms, I think I mentioned before, are Psalms that traditionally were sung or stated on the way to worship in Jerusalem, pilgrimages, if you will. And they would be not unsimilar to what we just went through, Easter celebration, the central celebration and core of faith. I really liked both Tuesday's Psalm and today's. And from today's, in Psalm 124, I picked really the first verse. It says, "If the Lord hadn't been for us." Let Israel now repeat, "If the Lord hadn't been for us." You know, this is just the perfect phrase and situation for any person who is a believer. If we follow Jesus and have our life open to His Spirit, then there's going to be things that we can say, if it were not for Jesus, if it were not for what God did in my life, if it were not for what the Holy Spirit has done for me. Now, it's possible that we don't think that way, but we should. We really should, because the ability to share faith, to witness to what God has done, to represent Jesus properly in the world is partially or large part connected to how we experience Him working in our life. So what story could you tell? The story that the psalmist refers to, I believe, is the escape from Egypt, the Exodus, and the escape from Egyptian army where they passed through the Red Sea. Now he keeps it generic enough that he could allow other Hebrews to identify other events in their lives, because there were many escapes from armies over the course of their history, and many times when God provided some sort of resource or miracle. But what about me? And what about you? What can we say that finishes the sentence? If it were not for the Lord, or if the Lord had not been for us. As for me, there are a number of things that I can say. One is, I believe God rescued me from cancer. I believe that through medical teams as well, not just by miracle of sorts, but that He brought me back from a disease that could kill me. I think, too, that He brought me back from moments of lostness and depression and not knowing which way to go in my life at times because of some changes and crises I went through. I believe, too, that He's changed my viewpoint on some things so that now I can have joy and I can have satisfaction in a way that I never would have been able to do had Jesus not been the central core of my life. And I know that He continues to grow and change me. This is very clear to me. And He's a resource for me. He is the reason that I have the positive attitude and hope that I do in life. If the Lord hadn't been for me, if Jesus hadn't been for me, I would not be where I am. I would not be who I am. I would not experience life as I have. That's my story. What's yours? It would be good to think about that. And if you're someone wondering about God's work in your life, then it's time to have a conversation with Him and let His Spirit guide you and show you what it has been or what it would have been like had He just let you be. I hope on this middle of the week day you're doing all right and the rest of your week goes well. May His peace and joy be yours.